Happy Monday, everyone. It's Christine from Christine's Stamping Spot back with you this Monday morning for another Mystery Monday video. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. We had some amazing weather this weekend for a change. We've had a lot of rain, but this week we're supposed to get into the seasonal temperatures, so that's fantastic. And today we are going to take a look at another two of our current celebration products. Celebration runs July and August, and with every $60 purchase before shipping GST, you can earn a celebration product for free. So today we're going to take a look at actually a couple of items. One is the amazing phrasing, say that 20 times, stamp set. And this one is a photopolymer set, and it has all of these images. The images for the stamps are actually printed here, so you can just lay your images on top and then you'll know if you are or are not missing any. And we're also going to use the hippest hippos. This is actually a stamp set, and then there are dies available. Now look at how stinking cute these dies are. You've got three really cute hippos to choose from. You've got like a bathtub, some water, an umbrella, some snorkel glasses or sunglasses, flowers, a snorkel to go with it, some hearts, a really cute set. So if you're looking to find these, they are in our celebration brochure. And the Hippo stamp set is on page 4, and you can obtain that with a $60 purchase. The dies are on page 5. That is with also a $60 purchase. And the stamp set is on page 11, and that's with a $120 purchase. So just to let you know what we are working with today. Okay, so I'm going to show you our project. This one. Woohoo! Amazing! And of course, these words are from that amazing phrasing stamp set. And then we have our cute little hippo. I chose a little ballerina because my daughter used to take ballet years ago for many years. And I thought when her birthday comes around, this is a stamp set I'm going to use for her, probably on her birthday card. So another tool I use to make this is our Stamparatus. So we are going to do some of that stamping probably first. And I'll just grab the supplies that we are going to use. And so we're going to start with a piece of Coastal Cabana as our base, and that is, as usual, 8.5 by 5.5. And I will post all of these measurements on the Facebook post. And then we have a piece of basic white that we're going to add on top of that. Kind of fresh sort of summer colors, I thought. And this project was inspired by Julie Sutcliffe, who is a UK demo, but I did switch it around a little bit and switch up the color palette. But a really great way to use these celebration items. Okay, we're going to set this aside and we're going to stamp on our piece of fresh freesia. And we're going to do that with our Stamparatus. Now, this is a tool that is so wonderful, and I have to confess, I don't use it as much as I should. I'm actually going to take this off. You can get it with, it comes with 2 of these plates. I'm going to take one off just for the sake of the camera and everything. Now, because the amazing phrasing set is photopolymer, I'm just going to move my magnets for a second and my paper. You should use a foam mat under here just to give it a little bit of give when you're stamping. And then I just have a scrap piece of paper on top. So I'm going to put the stamp set just underneath here because it's just gives it a little more stability, that plate, when you're inking it up. Okay, so I think I mentioned I don't use this as much as I should, but it is such a fabulous tool. And the reason I used it was because we are going to stamp amazing all across this piece of fresh freesia. And the technique we're going to use for that is hinge stamping. And this way, it makes sure that all of our words are lined up exactly the same, same spacing, same distance apart, and it just makes for some really, really cute backgrounds. Okay, so I'm going to put my piece of paper down. You can just line it up on the grid or just anywhere on your scrap piece of paper, and attach my magnets. And be careful that these don't touch because they are super strong, and they could break if you try to pull them apart. So just be very careful with those. And the stamp we're going to use is the Amazing stamp from that stamp set. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to move this magnet out of my way for just a minute. And I'm actually, I think, going to stand up when I do this because it's a little bit easier for me. Excuse the noise. So I'm just going to position my stamp where I want it and kind of centered on on this piece of paper. Make sure it's not upside down. I think we're going the right way. And then you're going to close the door, so your hinge here, and then just lift it up, and that will put our stamp where we want it. So hopefully we can see in the view of the camera here. So I'm going to take my Fresh Freesia ink pad, and I'm going to ink up my stamp. Now, if you have one of our little Stampin' Spots, those would be awesome. And you can ink those up in any color you want. Because as you can see, I'm getting a bit of ink on this glass here, this plastic here. But I'm just going to wipe that off with a tissue. And then we are going to close the door and press it down. And there is our first Amazing. So I'm just going to move up my magnet now. So what we're going to do for hinge stamping is we're going to remove it and move it down one notch here. Pop it back in and re-ink. Whoops, sorry, we're shaking here a bit. And then you can go ahead and stamp that down. Okay. And see, it's not quite as dark, and you could leave it like that because having a few different colored images is great. I'm just going to ink it up a little bit more and get rid of some of this ink. And the great thing about the Stamparatus is if your paper doesn't shift, it should line up exactly, and it made it a little bit darker. Okay, let's go on to the next one. We're going to move it down a notch, ink up again, and it could be that my ink pad is maybe getting a teeny bit dry, but the little Stampin' Spots make it so easy to ink up your stamp on the Stamparatus. Okay, I don't know if I've got quite enough ink, but we shall see. Again, we're going to press it down and lift up. Now, I'm going to leave that a little bit lighter because I don't mind it. If some of my words are a little bit lighter, that's okay. I'll just wipe this up just in case because I don't want to take a chance on getting ink on my paper. Okay, so to move this down a notch, and we will turn it, close the door, give it a press, and we have another Amazing. So I'm just going to move this magnet because I think we might have room for one more. So let's move it down one more notch, and this time, let's see if I can get this a little bit darker. Might have to do it twice if my ink pad doesn't cooperate. Okay, so let's see. Lots of ink on the plate. Okay, so let's press this down. we'll see. Ta-da! Now, do I want it darker? Maybe I'll try one more time. And it's totally personal preference, right? I kind of like some a little bit lighter, some a little bit darker. And there we go. We have it a little bit darker. And that is how we've got our great, amazing, 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 all the way down, perfectly lined up. So our stamp apparatus is fantastic. A fantastic tool for that. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this aside, and then we can try to put our card together. So I can move this out of the way. All right, so I'll bring back the pieces we've already put together. So we are going to add this fresh freesia piece on top. So here I did use the fresh freesia ink on the fresh freesia paper. My gosh, all these tongue twisters today. Amazing phrasing, fresh freesia. Ay, ay. Okay, so there we have our base. Now we're going to add our cute little hippo and our words. Okay, so I went ahead and I cut out 2 circles using the Stylish Shapes dies, which look like this if you're not sure. So we have some nested squares and nested circles and banners. So I use the 2nd and 3rd largest circle, and they have stitching around the outside, which is always nice. So I'm just going to layer those on top of each other, centering my circles. And I'm going to attach my pieces here before I put the circle on, just to make sure that I don't have trouble with placement. Okay, so here in the stamp set, Woohoo is actually 1 stamp. But I really liked what Julie did in that she stamped it and then she cut the 2 words apart, and it gave you a little more flexibility on where you could put them. So I thought that was really cute. And I did stamp it in fresh freesia and just fussy cut it out with scissors. So Woohoo. And I'm gonna pop this up with some minis. And that will give it a little bit of dimension here. Hence the word dimensionals, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna put my woo up at an angle like so. And then the hoo, I'll put some minis on as well. And the whole purpose of this stamp set is that you can just make your own greetings, right? So you can say woohoo to another year, or amazing, or it's going to be amazing, or oops, I'm the worst, or hey, good looking. You know, like there's so many fun phrases you could put together with this stamp set. I just thought it was really, really cute and had some humor to it. So I think it's a great one. All right, so let's put our who down. And I'm gonna angle this the other way. So kind of down like that. And then our little hippo. So what I did was I stamped the hippo. Now you have three to choose from here, right? So I took the little ballerina one, and I stamped her just with Memento ink on white, and then I just used blends to color her. So I used the light and dark smoky slate and the light fresh freesia, and then this is one of our natural tones blends that was released at a promotion earlier this year, but they are in the new large annual catalog. So if you are looking to, wonder where do I find those, they aren't on where all the blends are with the color charts. They're just a couple of pages over, but they have different shades of the natural tones. And I'll mark down the number that I used for it. Okay, and then I used the hippo dies from Celebration to cut her out. So let's pop her up with some dimensionals as well. I'll just use the larger ones. we will just stick her here on the side so we can still see our words like so. Oh, so stinking cute. Okay, and then we will just add all of this on top of our amazing, woohoo, and we will stick her down. Oh, I love it. So cute. So the last thing we're going to do is add some bling. Now, when I chose this color palette, I thought, oh, I need some bling on there. And then I found the new adhesive back sequins and gems, which are in the new July to December mini. And wouldn't you know it, 2 of the colors are Fresh Freesia and Coastal Cabana. Like, how lucky was that? And these are iridescent, so you can just see the glimmer and the sparkle with these. Very, very sparkly. Okay, so where is my, here we go. I'm just gonna use my take your pick, and these are sequins, but they are self-adhesive, so that is very helpful. And you can add as few or as many as you like. I think I'll just add 3 so it doesn't take away too much from our hippo. And there you go. Our amazing woohoo hippo. I think I'll send this to somebody, maybe one of my team members, you know, just to congratulate them on a special occasion or their stamping anniversary, or, you know, there's lots of different occasions you could tell somebody that they're awesome. Okay, so I do have my host code set up for July. It is H76J7KB7, and you're welcome to use that at checkout on my website at christineludwig.stampinup.net. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Pinterest, and my new YouTube channel, which I'd love if you would subscribe to, or follow me on Pinterest, all known as Christine Stamping Spot. So I hope you enjoyed that fun project today and that you have a wonderful week. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.